Canada's richest half-mile race for older pacers.
They're off and it is on.
The Kamloops Classic returns to its traditional Friday night time slot on May 31st at the Raceway at Western Fair District. Rockin' Ron captured the inaugural edition in track record time and is expected back to defend his title in the $150,000 Invitational against some of North America's best.
Rockin' Ron blowing this wide open.
On track, there is something for everyone, including the party on the patio, the infield experience, dining at the top of the fair, guaranteed pool wagers, contests, prize giveaways, and much more. For complete event details, visit CamlutClassic.com.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Raceway. Friend of the show, driver Scott Wray, joining us once again for a pregame. I'm your track announcer Shannon and Doyle. Together, we're going to set up this evening's action. Go to our HPI play of the day right off the bat. We'll go to race 5, number 1, Dorothy Gale. You like your chances here, hey?
Yeah, I think she raced real good last week. Sugar, big, strong horse. She should be good tonight.
A little bit quicker on the end of it, maybe?
Yeah, we're going to change a little bit of tactics this week, and hopefully that works out.
Right on. Early pick 3 play starts off in race number 1. We're going to go 3 deep in the opening leg, including Scott with the 1 fast glider. That one just has to mind his manners. We're going to use 2 Saintsbury Lass and the 5 Bronac in race number 2. Get over to race number 3. We'll try to close it out. We're going to go 5 deep in there. The early pick 4 starting up in race 3. We're 4 deep in the first couple of legs. We're going to key in on, actually, number 4. I am, anyway, Dan Darmal. This one ships in from the Woodbine Mohawk Park. So I may want to rethink this one, Dorothy Gale, as Scott Wray has just made her the play of the day. So I might go back and rethink my pick 4 plays today. We're going to go 4 deep to round out an early pick 4. Late pick 4 starts up in race 7 for Mac Lily Farms. It's the El Sogno Dream feature. Hit the all button. Wide open on the trot there. Scott in there with number 6, impressively done. She's fitting well. Then we're 3 deep in the 8th and 9th, and we'll key in on the 1, Tillicama. Very nice mare, and she does well here in London, gets that rail to work with. Her missing line is actually a win over Flamborough last week. So there you have it. We're going to take a short break right now, and we'll come back with a whole lot more with our pal, Scott Wray, on the pregame. Stick around.
HPIBet.com. Access, rewards, and more.
Hey, welcome back to the pregame show, everyone. You're watching the Raceway at the Western Fair District. We've got some half-mile harness racing action. Driver Scott Wray with us for the pregame. I'm your track announcer Shannon Doyle. How's the track?
Good. I just
Looks
went
all
by.
right.
Looks good.
All righty. Wagering menu for tonight, of course, it's a low 15% take featured on the pick 3, pick 4, and high 5 plays. The go-to wagers, they are the pick 3 play right up front in the opener. Guaranteed pools on that. Both pick 4s, guaranteed pools, starting up races 3 and 7. The high 5s are in races 6 and 10. Some recent 20-cent payouts right up to last night. How about that early pick 4 coming in, paying over $1,000 on a 20-cent play? Your buddy, Tyler Borth, blowing it up there with 60-1 bomber, Old Buck. We had a superfecta in there as well, $1,400 on the 20-center and the high 5s. You know it. They continue to
Well, that's one thing
pay.
about it, Sugar. You get those 7 horses in those bets, it'll pay. And that Tyler Borth, you get him off the gate good.
He can, too.
Yeah.
And you know what? The 6 or 7 hole here in London, it's not a bad thing. If you've got any kind of gate speed at all.
The momentum's going.
Yeah, it's worth rolling the dice if you got some speed from an outside post. So, Scott Wray with us for this pregame show. You're keeping busy here, Scott, and you make the Who's Hot list for drivers over the last month or so here. Tell us about it. It's been a pretty good run.
Yeah, like the horses have been racing good, and I've been getting a lot of nice drives. I got a couple more recently. A couple nice horses Jim Watt brought to the qualifiers, and I was here at the right day and schooled them. And that's a big thing. You have to be at the qualifiers, and you have to be available for people to use you. And
Right on. Good idea there. Friday nights, we've seen a lot of Dynasty Sealster. You won with her again this past Friday night. You and your dad, Jack, teaming up. She's now 19 for 19 in top 3 finishes. Real nice consistency there.
Yeah,
eh?
like she started out, and she was the type of horse, when we first got her, she was a little lazy, and I was a little kind of doubtful on her, how skilled she was. And I kept driving her up the rail, and she got better. And recently, she's just, like you say, she does what she has to do, and
She's never been better than she is right now.
No, and she's a nice looking horse, Sugar, and
Yeah.
she's been good for us.
I like the way she goes. We're going to go back now to a fan fave horse we all know here in London. One of your most memorable wins ever aboard this particular horse is actually a victory over Woodbine. A little over 2 years ago. We're going to bring up the replay. It'll be Chad Rosema with the call.
Yeah, are we on right now?
There they go. Off and trotting. Quickly off the gate is Henry with a heart to match. With a heart to match. Marches right on over to grab the early lead. Life Strike gets away in the 2-hole. Sergeant Sealster along the cones third. Driving out now is Passing Jetta for Saftik, and that one is going to drive on after the leader with a heart to match. And off the 3-hole is Ray with Sergeant Sealster. This one does not want to get caught in and is going to continue to march on after that new leader, Passing Jetta. So Passing Jetta touches down on top, but Sergeant Sealster looks to grab command. Past an opening quarter of 28-3, we've got another lead change. Here's Sergeant Sealster now showing the way. Passing Jetta back in second as everybody gets settled with a heart to match, trotting third. Life Strikes in fourth. Then fifth, that's Noon Hour, the 9-5 favorite. Followed by Air Glider, Are You In? Back to If I Had a Brain, It's All About Sam. Can see them all from the trailing seat in ninth. Coming up towards the half, and it's Sergeant Sealster showing the way by a length and a quarter. Reaches this check-in 58-4, 30-1 in the second panel. Passing Jetta, riding the deuce. Now advancing first over, up to third. Here comes McNair with Life Strikes. Locked up fourth with the heart to match the early leader. Second over on cover, fifth is Noon Hour. Third over, Air Glider. Locked up inside is Are You In? Then starting up is If I Had a Brain, continuing to trail is It's All About Sam, but Sergeant Sealster getting away on the field. Now has a 5-length advantage over Passing Jetta. On the outside now taking over second, that's Life Strikes. Going 3 wide from the back is Noon Hour, 128 3/4, and they've got to do a lot of work to catch Sergeant Sealster, who's on top by half dozen. It's Sergeant Sealster still under a tight hold to driver Scott Wray. Battle looks to be on for second, taking over on the outside. Noon Hour with a heart to match coming on through again, but Sergeant Sealster is a wrapped up winner in the second. Sergeant Sealster wins by 6 with a heart to match second. Noon Hour third in 156-4.
All right, there was Sergeant Sealster. It'll be you and caretaker Johnny, former caretaker of the year here at the Raceway, meeting up in the winner's circle following that victory. You've got some big news about Sergeant Sealster.
Johnny,
Tell us about
a big
it.
part of the team. Well, It was funny. Last time I was on the show, you mentioned if I thought I'd ever see him or ever own him again.
Right.
I had a guy call me about a week ago, and
Okay.
he'd come across him, and he said that he'd bought him, and if I'd be interested in getting him back. And I kind of hemmed and hawed after seeing his lines, and he ended up schooling him, and he sent me a video, and he come a last quarter in 28 seconds, and I thought he'd be worth a try, and we owe it to him, and so he's on his way back home. We got his old stall and everything ready.
Running.
Sugar,
Well,
so.
that's awesome then. So fan fave, Sergeant Sealster, the Sarge, he's coming back, and we'll likely see him here before Camluck
Yeah,
Night
we're
Racing.
hoping to qualify him maybe next Friday,
Okay.
and hopefully we'll find a nice class for him that we can get him kind of acclimated and see
Wonderful.
what we got again.
Wonderful. That's some great news then. I'm a fan of Sergeant Sealster as well. When he's good, he's very tough to beat.
Yeah,
eh?
I'm hoping we get back to that. So.
Alrighty, so you've got 7 drives on today's card. Let's quickly go through your drives. You're in the first with 1 fast glider. He's just got to mind his manners.
Yeah,
eh?
like this horse has got a lot of go, and he's just in and out. And it's funny that Johnny, he's stabled beside me, and he's got a nickname for him at the farm named Crazy Mike. And I can kind of see why, Sugar. And when Mike's on, he's good, but we just got to hope he's on.
Let's hope he's on then. That's the 1 fast glider in the opener. Then you've got a bit of a long shot play for Ribsy here in the third. Number 3, right about Laura.
Yeah, she's in tough. She's in again Saturday at Sarnia.
That's right,
And
yeah.
she looks in a lot cheaper.
Okay.
So I'm hoping to maybe get a nice little small check.
Get a chunk with her.
And go for Sarnia Saturday.
Okay, another big player, value player here in the fourth, number 4, Mock Shark. This is an early speed threat. You'll hope to get him up close, eh?
Yeah, she's in tough. I kind of like the 1 and the 2 and the 5 horse. I drove her 3 times in a row, and it's dropping in class now, and Kelly's driving. I think she'll be awful tough, too.
Okay, one that should be awful tough in your mind, your play of the day.
Well,
you selected our play of the day. This one, Dorothy Gale.
I thought this horse qualified really well, and last week I kind of misread her off the gate.
Sure.
And I just spoke to her, which was maybe a small mistake.
It was windy.
It was really windy that day.
Right.
And I'm thinking with the rail, I won't have to start her as much.
Okay.
And I think she'll have a lot more coming home.
All right, great info there. The 1 in race 5 being Dorothy Gale, Scott Wray's selection for his play of the day. Over to race 6. Outside looking in here with one of Jim Watt's. Watt Mocks Me Win off the qualifier.
Yeah, she qualified real good in the second to Pinky Tuscadero.
Sure.
I was impressed by her, and Jimmy's got some nice horses. I'm hoping I can get this one off on the right foot.
Okay, race 7, Trotters, wide open. You've got the 6 impressively done. A little bit flat last time out on that front end mission.
That was the night it was windy.
Yeah,
and,
right. The front end speed just wasn't holding up well.
Yeah, she just didn't race good that night, and
Okay.
I'm hoping for a change of a trip, obviously, from post position,
Okay.
and I'm hoping she kind of comes back to what I think she is.
Okay, change in tactics then, maybe from off the pace with
Yeah, I
impressively
would
done?
think so, just looking at the sheet there.
Okay, your final drive tonight, race 10, number 8, You've Got Away With Me. You're going to follow with the favorite, the speed, Tillicum.
Yeah, well, you just mentioned that Tillicum win last week, and I know when Denny gets the front with his horse, she's awful tough.
Right.
I'm planning to be up near the front, and Billy Kirkpatrick likes his horse really good,
Yeah.
and he kind of told me last week to just race her and get her acclimated to the speed, and she raced really good.
Yeah, she
So,
finished up really
I'm hoping
well.
for an improvement again tonight. She should be close.
Right, should be close to Tillicum there in the finale. That's it then. There's a bit on how Scott Wray's night in the bike may go down. Great job, pal.
Yep, thanks,
And
Sugar.
best of luck. Shout-outs this evening? Any shout-outs?
Just shout-outs to my
Maybe
dad.
Johnny,
Mom.
too?
Yeah, Johnny, my friend Scott Habershaw that works for us,
Right on.
and the team.
You've got a good crew, and a
Yeah.
lot of fans meet up in the winner's circle
Yeah.
here when you get the job done. Let's go back and do some recapping then of some pick 3 and pick 4 playing. We'll quickly roll here. 3 deep in the opener. You must include Fast Glider. Just got to mind his manners there in the opener. We're going to be 5 deep in the final leg to complete it in race number 3. Early pick 4 starts up in that third. Same thing. We're going to go 5 by 5 onto a key in race number 5, though Scott is maybe shaking his head here thinking it's the 1, Dorothy Gale, you should be maybe keying in there. 4 deep in race 6. Late pick 4 starts in the 7th. It's the all button. Of course, including impressively done there, likely from off the pace tonight, Ray says. We're 3 deep, onto 3 deep, and then we'll key in on the 1, Tillicum. But do not ignore the 8. You've Got Away With Me. She's a very nice mare. Ray on board for Kirkpatrick. Cameraman Trev, standing by. What do you got, Trev? Anytime, Trev. 1-1. Fast Glider.
I like
it's all
the way
on
you
you,
think,
Scott.
Trev, yeah.
You know what? Scott does Trevor does a great job of supporting the drivers here in London. And anytime Scott's in the show, I'm sure he has picked you. So
Yeah.
right on, Fast Glider. Best of luck. And again, thanks so much, Scott. We have set up the action for this evening. We've got you lined up for a Survivor Tuesday, brought to you each and every week by HBI Bet. Close the boards. All you need is on our website. Free program selections, more. Find it at westernfairdistrict.com/raceway. That's it. We're done. 10 races, 6:15 Eastern. Good luck.
Canada's richest half-mile race for older pacers.
They're off, and it is on.
The Camluck Classic returns to its traditional Friday night time slot on May 31st at the Raceway at Western Fair District. Rockin' Ron captured the inaugural edition in track record time and is expected back to defend his title in the $150,000 Invitational against some of North America's best.
Rock and Ron blowing this wide open.
On track, there is something for everyone, including the party on the patio, the infield experience, dining at the top of the fair, guaranteed pool wagers, contests, prize giveaways, and much more. For complete event details, visit camluckclassic.com.